Hello and welcome. This is Kristen from the Online Selling Show, and I am here to kick off a new week in my vlog. My vlog is here to document the growth of my YouTube, using YouTube to document my new eBay store I started on June 15th of 2024. My husband and I own an e-commerce business. It is a lot. If you're not familiar what it means to be in the wholesale business model, it is a lot of inventory. It's a lot of time and space, and it's just money. It's everything. I have been selling for 22 years, and when I started this, I started in the typical going to yard sales, just putting a few things up on eBay. It was a typical hobby business that just got out of control. I just grew it to where it is today. Like I said, 15 years ago, I made the decision when we went into a wholesale business model. At the time, it was just me and one or two employees getting started, and then it grew and exploded. It has been the family's sole source of income since 2017. But in the next 2 to 3 years, we're coming into that age where we want to slow down, enjoy our lives more. We're going to look to retire and relocate, and that's where this business comes in. I like to have it as a part-time business, earning a 6-figure income for us. And there's where this vlog comes in, because I'm going to document it. And I'm hoping that this stands as a testimony to others, what it takes to get that it can be done. And some people can just not choose to want to have it as a 6-figure income. Some people may desire and wish to have a 6-figure income. So that's what this channel comes into. If you haven't been here before, I say welcome. If you have, I say thank you for coming back and watching this. What is happening in this week is that today is October 29th, and I've always said it pertaining to my personal business is that when November 1st comes, it's like a switch flips and my business gets out of control. It's the type of products I bring in, it's the type of people that I've cultivated over the years that I've got coming back. So I have to just understand that it is now here. It is at my doorstep. So this past week, I was able to get through quite a bit of stuff that I had purchased at a bulk. I had a huge buying day. I had 2 actually back-to-back shopping. Those videos should be up for you to be able to watch. So I have been trying to get through all that. I did this past week get through what had been drafted and photographed. I'm in the process of trying to now get the last remaining stuff drafted. But there's just so much happening. To give you an idea, we did take off Sunday, and it took 11 hours of packing on Monday to get out what had to go on Monday. So today is going to be a cleanup day, meaning we have to get out the rest of the stuff that has been building up, which basically was all day yesterday and now into today. We did have some things show up for shipments that needs to get checked in, and then we have to prepare because we have 3 pallets of stuff coming. I'm hoping it gets here Friday as tracking indicates, because there is a lot of stuff in that 3 pallets of stuff. Is that this is a bulk lot of goods from our vendor. I planned it this way because we're starting to sell out of the first wave of stuff I brought in, and now I need that bulk. So that means I can't let them sit there and just take the whole weekend to get it checked in. I need to be there on Friday and ready to go. So there is nothing happening on Friday having to do with going to estate sales or anything like that. Saturday, there is an estate sale that have been on it showed up on my radar last week, and my husband understands why I'm going. I collect what's known as Swarovski crystal ornaments. I have for years, and I have 1 year of 2004 that I have not collected yet. I could go buy it. It's about $150 to $200, but truthfully, it's just been like the hunt of it. And the pictures show that this estate sale has 06 and 07 and one more. Of course, my guess is it's going to be 05 based on my luck, and I'm going to miss out by a year. I am going to go. I want to buy, if they're reasonably priced, I'll probably buy them all, because when I started my early collecting, I did buy stuff that was just off eBay as I could get it, and some of them don't have boxes, and I do like to have my boxes. So my intention is I probably will be buying whatever there at a reasonable cost, which means I'm going to be getting up very early. And then in the afternoon, there has already been on my calendar, there is a craft class that I'm attending with a couple of my friends. We did something previous with the same group of ladies that put this together, and we really enjoyed what we made, and we enjoyed the teaching style of the people that came and everything else. So now they're doing a Christmas swag, and we're looking forward to this. So that'll be the afternoon, and then into the late afternoon, early evening will be a friends get together that is every year, and my husband and I are going to meet up there to spend time with those friends. So Saturday is jam-packed. That's all I'm expecting to do for there, and then we're up to the end of the week. So I don't expect a whole lot. I'm just going to be thankful for whatever I can get done. I do know I have to get that stuff. For me, even though it's listed, it needs to get into the inventory, meaning I need to find a place to put it, a bin, a shelf, whatever it may be, and it needs to be noted in eBay for when this stuff sells, where I can expect it, so I'm not wasting time trying to dig around and find this stuff. So that has to be done, because I have it in the entryway to my home, it's in my dining room, it's in my office, it's just in the way, basically. So that will be done. I have one tub left of stuff in the car that's been here since Thursday of last week. Needs to get out of here. So that's what I'm expecting to do this week. I think I showed this tray in an earlier video when it was in its glory. Look at it now. There's nothing left on it almost. I'm here for the midweek wrap up. It is Halloween. Hard to believe that November, we are knocking at the door here. So the week's going like I predicted it would be, that I'm assisting as much as I can in the warehouse with the situation I have with my legs. I'm doing a lot of more administrative stuff. I've had to contact we have 3 pallets coming tomorrow, I'll get that in a minute, that I have to coordinate with the shipping companies and stuff. The other thing is the reordering I have to, get on right now, or canceling anything, because if stuff's not here by Thanksgiving, it's like, I don't really want it. Unless it's like the hot item of the season, I don't really want it. And Thanksgiving is late this year. It's believed the 28th. So it's a lot of that kind of coordinating I've been doing. And then the estate sale that was happening this weekend, I looked ahead for estate sales. I guess before I get into that, let's go. Tomorrow is coming in these 3 pallets, and these are like things that I ordered in bulk of our best sellers. So tomorrow I have to make sure that I'm coordinating and helping with those, because those have to get in. Especially I want them in before the weekend, because we're sold out. And like I said, it's going to have to be coordinated with my son and my husband to get this stuff put away. So tomorrow is pretty much shot outside of what's going to happen with those pallets. Then Saturday, I did look ahead for estate sales, and the one that's really only catching my attention is the one that I mentioned that has the Swarovski crystal ornaments that I like to collect. So it's almost more of a personal thing for me to go. I guess I could be doing a little bit more reverse image searching and that kind of stuff to see if there's other stuff. But truthfully, that day is jam-packed for me, and maybe if I'm there and something starts to catch my eye, but I'm not really looking at this as being a big sourcing time period for me. For the next several months, I've said this. I have quite a bit already scheduled. I have stuff out to the 19th, and then I have about another 20 or 21 listings in my draft bank. So I have enough right now that'll get me through to the end of November. I do have quite a bit more that I want to try and pick at as I can to get drafted. And I'm trying to be tactical about it by putting like the Christmas stuff first and holding back the things like the one pizza stone that I bought or the placemats that I got. The more everyday goods I'm trying to hold to the back so that I can get the Christmas in for this season, as we're in the season now. The rest of the day for Saturday, I have that estate sale I do want to go to for my personal self. and I want to get there very early. Then I looked and there's nothing else really that weekend. Then we're going in the early afternoon to do the craft show or do a craft class with my two friends. And then in the afternoon, the later afternoon to early evening, George, I'm going to meet my husband and we're going to be meeting up for just another friend's party they're hosting. So Saturday is pretty well shot for me, leaving me till Sunday. And truthfully, we're really not at that point where we can take days off now. I don't know how much we're going to do Sunday and working in the warehouse, but realistically, if I get any extra free time, I got to clean the house and stuff like that. I want to start, I swore I was going to start decorating in October this year to make sure I don't have all that stress, and I haven't even started that. So that's going to be my week, is what I'm expecting. I looked ahead for the rest of the sales. They are kind of trickling in. There's another sale next week that's kind of catching my attention. If I can get to it, great. If I can't, I'm not really, upset about it, because some of the items in there were items that were a brand I'm starting to try and get a little more educated on. I've seen them at the Gift Mart before. They're no longer at the Gift Mart, and I'm really kind of surprised at how much they are selling. So we'll see that as it gets a little bit closer. So I'll be back for the week wrap up in a minute. I'm going to just go through the sales that are things I've sourced or bought at like estate sale companies or Facebook Marketplace, because a lot of paper sold in this week, and that's such a niche that I don't think most people would going to be finding this. The lowest cost item I was able to sell in this week, I'll go through all the expenses that came out of this, and then in the future ones, I'm just going to give you the highlights of the sale. This was a Vineyard Vines Men long sleeve t-shirt. This was when I was back in July, still kind of getting my feet under me with this store. I had basically been in it for about a month, and I was trying to focus mainly on clothes and going to like the thrift stores. I kind of gave up on that for right now, because I do know that my passion is just the Christmas goods, and I just stopped fighting it. At this particular time, I bought it at a Goodwill for $6.99. In my state, we do not pay sales tax for clothing, so it was a flat $6.99. The cost of this goods that I received was $13.46 with a $6 shipping cost. The final value fee, the fixed final value fee here, is a 40-cent transaction fee that basically eBay charges you for the collection of the money from your buyer and then transferring it into your own bank account. Then the final value fee is a commission that you're paying to eBay for being able to list and sell on their marketplace. Generally, it's 15%. That does depend on the type of store. If you have an eBay store with them, it also has depending on your category and things, but on average, you can say it's 15%. If you want to know the exact, there is a calculator that you can find by Googling it that will give you those things exactly. The cost to ship this particular item was $4.89. The net return out of this was $4.78. As you can see up here, it did take 4 months to sell this. I am just happy I was able to come out of this without losing money. It does say I had a return on investment of 68% with a net profit margin of 25%. This was an offer I sent out. The buyer accepted it. I was just very happy, like I said, to come out of this on the plus side. I thought I was going to wind up having to donate this back, truthfully, because I just did not know this brand that well, and the comps were just non-existent at that period of time. It's a Valentine theme, and I bought it in July, so I really bought this out of season. So that was the lowest of things I sourced in this particular time period that I sold. The next highest item that I sold were these 2 bath towels from Lennox. I'm very familiar with this pattern. I bought this in a lot off of a listing on Facebook Marketplace. I think I wound up getting 5 listings worth of stuff that came out of this bundle of towels that I bought. I think I paid like $12 or $15 for the whole lot. I did attribute $5 to these towels, and I sold them for $18.99 for the 2 with a $7.50 shipping cost. After everything was said and done, my $5 turned into $12.26, and it did take me 30 days to sell it. So in a month, I took $5 and basically got like 1 1/4 amount of my money back. I was very happy with that. The next highest item was this Jim Shore. She is a Thanksgiving themed figure. I bought this. It was a pop-up like moving sale that a woman was having. She was getting ready to move cross country and she was just liquidating some stuff out of her house. It was $5 for me to purchase this. It took me 22 days to sell it. I did get $19.99 for her with $9.75 for shipping. I found after I got it home, and I don't know if it came that way or I did it in the transporting it, but she does have a chip on the tip of her one wing. So that did limit the cost of what I was going to be able to charge. Even still having had that, I sold this in 3 weeks basically, and I got $13.34 back. So I took $5 and got $13.34. I'm still happy with that. The next highest item was this Annalie doll that was a scarecrow. I bought this at an estate sale. It's the one that I had to make the private appointment for to view anything. It took me almost a month to sell. I bought this because it was a much more unique piece. For some reason, I attributed $17 for this. I don't remember them being that high. I thought they were like $3 or $6 or $9, something like that. But for some reason, I don't know. I guess I had to break it down and I attributed 17. I got $22.99 for it with a $6.90 shipping cost. And I got back $2.73. Truthfully, this was selling, like I said, this is Halloween week. I tend to think the scarecrows are more for Halloween, so I was just happy again to get out of this on the plus side, make a little bit of money, and move on. The next highest selling item was this 4-piece Mickey Mouse. They called it the Iconic Body Parts collection. It was a 4-piece box set of ornaments. I believe it was sold in the parks there. And I sold this in less than a day. It says about 18 hours. I picked this up at the flea market type of yard sale that was like 125 families. It was advertised for. I believe there was really only like 40 to 50, but I did do very well at that sale. I picked this up. I don't have the purchase price in there. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. It was not very much. And I got $24.99, which was my listing fee for that. And truthfully, I think these had an original retail value of $24.99, and I got that without even having the box. There was a $6.30 shipping cost, and after that was said and done, because I don't have the purchase cost in there, it says $22.46. Truthfully, I think I really took like $2 and turned it into like 20. I'm very happy with that. So this just tells me I do need to go back in and update these amounts. The next highest item was this wood carved in Russia Santa. These are things, again, I don't think the people holding the estate sale knew what they had. I think I only paid $2 or $3 for this. I don't have the cost in here again, unfortunately. I haven't gotten that far with it. This sold in 2 days. And after I got the $25, I think I took an offer on that, truthfully. Let me see. Yeah, I originally listed it for $34.99. Took an offer for $25 with a $6.50 shipping cost. And again, I think I paid $2 or $3. I probably made close to 20 bucks for that, and it was 2 days. This was just something randomly on a table of stuff. I know this only from being in my wholesale business. The next highest item was this plush Hallmark. It's the Jingle Pals collection. Every year they come out with a new one. I bought this at my first estate sale ever back in July, and I really had no idea what I was buying until I started doing the lookup for the listings. I bought them for $2. I bought a bunch of them. I've had this listed for 4 months. When I took an offer of $20, I think I just need to mark down the rest of them because I don't want to keep them much after this. I would love to get rid of them now. They're taking up a lot of room. The shipping cost for this was $12.10. Like I said, they are a bigger, bulkier item. I did get back a net return of $17.49. If I could get rid of all of them with that kind of a profit margin, I would be very, very happy. So that is something probably to put on the plan for this week. Then I have a bunch of other store stuff and things like that. And then the highest selling listing for the week is this Fenton opal satin glass figure set of Mr. and Mrs. Snowman. I bought this at the estate sale that has all of the Lennox that was there. I don't think that the people holding the estate sale understood the value of them combined. This was listed, I believe, for like 20 bucks. I didn't put the selling cost in here, but truthfully, I did sell them for $124.99 in less than a week. I knew they were going to be good because I mentioned in my preparation of going to attend the show that the people the artists who paint these, I think they're given a little bit of like artistic license to do what they want. This particular couple was painted with a lot of color, a lot of glitter. Their facial expressions looked very nice. I knew that I could mark this up. I probably got one of the better sales prices out of what the comps were showing. I was marking it up, just waiting to see what I could get. There was $14.10 I charged in addition for shipping. And they're saying right now my net return is $108.38, but I am gonna have to take $20 out of that. Very, very good sale for me this week. It was my #1 selling item. I'm very happy that I could move it that quick. I'm gonna say that, you know, if you ever see this type of Fenton glass, especially if it's Christmas or holiday, pick it up. It always seems to do very well. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video this week. I would appreciate any comments down below, especially any questions you may have. If there's anything I can help you with, and also trying to, you know, build your eBay business, I'd be more than happy to help. I did see that this week I was getting very close to what I'm looking for in my goals for the future as far as income to be able to count on for myself. And I really appreciate you watching. If there's anything, like I said, I could do, please leave the comments down below. I would appreciate if you could hit that like button if you got some good content out of this. And I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.